Okay, hello everyone. It is once again Monday. It is 8:40 something because technical difficulties persist. As usual, I am doing that thing where I open up Steam, go down to the letter after what I did last time, and play a dozen or so games with the hope of eventually getting through every single thing I have, at least for, like 20 minutes or so. Tonight we have a really good slate of stuff. There's a game I've been looking forward to for a very long time. There's a game I've been playing for a very long time. There's the prequel to that. Well, the first game in that series. There is a spin-off of one of my favorite games. There is a bunch of stuff that I probably should have played by now. Um, and then there's some weird ones in the mix, time allowing. So, suppose since I'm already running a little bit late, I should just jump into these. Hope everyone's doing good here at the end of the year. And wow, says my cat. It's running. Get a drink. I'll probably have to go in there and, personally pet him while he's drinking his water. 1 second. Meow. Wake up. It's you. Drink your water. Wake up. Okay, I'm gonna get something else too, apparently. What do you want this time? Do you want treats? Do you want me to pick you up and pet you? What do you want? Is it cuddle time? Is it treat time? What is it? Treat time? Hop on up. Wait, I already gave you some of these. Is it a little more catnip time? Hmm? It's on there. Yeah. You got it. Enjoy. Okay, so where to begin tonight? Uh, this seems interesting enough. Wow. Come here. Apologies for a bit sniffly. I was just outside. It is very, very cold.
Pancake. Delicieux.
There it is. So this is Shotgun King, the final checkmate. She's going for a CRT thing, and this Interlacing is not a CRT. Like, it's not scan lines. People get this wrong all the time. Interlacing is something a lot of old PC games did because they wanted to have higher looking resolution graphics than they actually had. So they just skipped every other line, and the size are just doubling the size. Like, scan lines on a CRT, like, aren't a visible thing unless you're pointing a camera at it. This will never stop bothering me. So our plot is my wife left me, I see. Wow. Yeah, I do like the suck mess the mouth. Yeah, that's what I was assumed as a child. What are we doing here exactly? Oh, just getting across the board, okay. Wow. Baby, please come up here. I can, like, widen the choke on it. Interesting. I mean... I know how a knight moves. I guess there's a timing component to it. I'm curious how this is gonna work out. Meh. Baby, would you? You know, I stream on Monday nights, right? I gotta pay attention to the computer. I committed the unforgivable crime of leaving the house for a couple hours, so someone needs extra attention. Man, I'm playing chess here. It's a very like thoughtful game. I need to focus on it. Gotta see all the moves coming in advance and whatnot. Okay. You wanna sit down here? No? Yeah, the very die roll-y shotgun's pretty kind of interesting. Well, this wasn't affecting. Oh, I guess it works on like rogue movement rules where I'm just standing there and fine. Apparently, my ranking is very delicious. You wanna lay down? Am I comfortable? You wanna not block my screen? You wanna totally block my screen? Have me just like pet you and rub your chest and your neck and your ears and all that? Will you rub your face on the microphone? Yeah? Is that what you're doing? Is that what we're doing? Yeah? It's about these little interruptions, but I figure at this point anybody who's watching these is partially here for my cat anyway. Just over there. Okay, now to play for real, I suppose. Yeah, covered this. Really? I'm already running kind of late tonight. I got a lot of stuff I really want to get to. Also, I can turn this. Ooh, I can turn this up. Interesting. It's not the rounded distortion. I'm actually turn that off because it's bugging the heck out of me. Again, like, I also appreciate the way a CRT looks, but the way people fake it is bad. Okay, so what do I have to do before you let me just pay attention to the games and stuff like that tonight? there's some exchange rate. If I like give you a few minutes of my undivided attention and pet the hell out of you, you'll be happy and maybe take a nap. Okay. Can't put myself in check, I say. Okay, this is I get something, they get something is the idea of it. You getting down now? There you go. You lay down there or you going somewhere else? Comfy on the chair next to me? No? Okay, have fun. I think that's when I get in trouble. I'll take the rats, thank you. Seems like it'd take a bit before it starts getting actually hard, honestly. seems bad. Yeah, I'd heard of this game and I thought it was going to be more of a, you know, speedy sort of game where it's just like pure real time, just run around, getting really frantic. No, it's more of a actually properly strategic. See. Ooh. Yeah, these cards especially, like, really put some thought into it. I would assume they were new anyway. Just digging. Ooh. That one's a really good power-up, honestly. Sure. So, I mean, if I use this... Okay, it is not nearly as fast as I thought it was going to be. Okay, that is much worse than I thought it was going to be. Oh, right, how about that one? we're gonna just like kill the king. Ooh. Ooh. So these are really hard choices. Right, keep forgetting the night thing. The night thing's very handy. You know what? Definitely want more pawns. Sure. I'm already saving the king for last half time anyway. Oh, wait. Oh, it's king. Yes. I spaced out. Anyway. That's good. That was a good little game, though. Like, for some reason I thought that was a bishop right there. And ignored the warning. But yeah, kind of neat. I enjoyed that. Would play again. Anyway, trying to keep things nice and light up front. We have some proper horror-ish stuff later on. Let's have another collection of PlayStation 1 platformers I never played back in the day. And a reminder for any trans girls watching tonight to take your medication. Why are you hiding behind the screen with them? There we go. So this is the Spyro Reignited trilogy, and I did not realize until I saw the logos just now, this is from Toys for Bob, the Urquan Masters people. That's neat. No, I'm going to use controller for this. I'm going to use a controller and put new batteries in it. This one's a bit low. One moment. Delete a package sometimes. These are never really binding anyway. So yeah, trilogy games here. Gonna spend a little time with each. I know they're well regarded by people. I've never actually seen any of them in the wild, come to think of it.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds. Or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure. Or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
Okay, I never produced the character who talked. Okay, so I'm assuming this is an old enough game that I should not actually use the stick. Okay. Oh, okay. These are some real drawn by furries dragons, just saying.
Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Probably work out what buttons do. I have a headbutt dash thing. Just obliterate sheep. Feed their souls, I guess, to this dragonfly? Something like that. Do not have a double jump. Quite enough height there. Oh, I can't refire, okay. Very, very much not the original graphics. Be some gaining of acceleration.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing?
His
name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
nice little hub to experiment in.
Hi, Spyro.
See? Cameron. Still unclear how I'm supposed to get over here. Unless there's more to the flight mechanic that I'm not figuring out. Kind of these orcs just seem terrified of me.
If you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons, then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world.
The water does not kill me, apparently. I guess I'm waiting for that to sink in. Cannot pull that hair back.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Yeah, partially because I have played Crash Bandicoot. I've always had a low opinion of like platformers on the original PlayStation, but it's not so far. The giant like Tinkerbell variation whenever there was a dragon thing was kind of weird. Actual level then. Well, I forgot to change the thing, and it's saying it's the maturity game over here. I cannot tab over that at the moment. Oh, maybe the button. Okay. I think that was a weirdly long load. That ran is like the first thing I've seen that seemed like even slightly aggressive towards me. I guess also that wizard.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
So we have the issue that a lot of platformers have of like, I am collecting stuff. Why am I collecting this stuff? Like, what do these little gems do for me? Why must all these sheep die? I guess they're feeding the dragonfly, and the dragonfly is like my HP, but like... Nothing has been in a position to potentially even hurt me, honestly. I feel like I'm like missing something. Tiny arena shaped level. But I can see how, especially like, you know, very young children seem to be the target would have a lot of fun just running around in this.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
These character designs are all really a lot, though. I am collecting these all. I don't know why, but I am.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
Do I get a 1-up for enough of those? Do I get a better ending?
Hey, Spyro! Press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Run off that red second beat. As soon as it's loading, I'm mashing a button right now. So I assume there is like some eventual challenge to this. Like, super close up camera though.
to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
Good, good. What's that? It's like paid off now? Even in a janky fashion, you can understand that. Okay.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
That's pretty intuitive, yes. I do appreciate the just sort of general always be charging design we seem to have going on here.
See a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run, run! I'm getting a little winded.
Okay, I can't. Thought I could before. It's because I wasn't in the level. Was that a life counter? Some kind of alpha objective here. Was that before? guy's very, like, golden axe. Okay, so anyway. Let's taste the first one. Oops, I did not mean to back out quite that far. Fix this one. Yeah. 6%, really?
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt.
Spoilers.
How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
Well, you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our
you know,
only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
I understand what they were going for, but like, Squirrel Girl has a really bulgy crotch. Like, well, you're gonna do the skirt, do the full skirt.
Rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, well. Someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah!
It's a weird design too.
Crush! Kill it! Kill it!
Also, like, wait, if you hate dragons, what's your, like, goon here exactly?
You hate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand.
I want to critique this design without sounding obscene.
Follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
Like, it wouldn't look that weird to have the giant tuft of hair.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems! Can you stop them?
I guess. Yeah, unstop. Oh. Finally, a worthy opponent.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like this. That zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
The DreamWorks smirk on this thing.
We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. And it looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
Ah, it's a Metroidvania then.
You can't use the bridge without paying, and you do not appear to have enough gems.
Oh, so they're actual money then. Let's remember a second attack. These are also too big to actually count as gems then. Maybe a little bit less using the word cut. Just throwing that up there. Take that, coward innocent. Yeah, I'm getting like a slightly better set of, you know, where the original would go if I had slightly more patience. You definitely employ enemies that, you know, have to be shown at least the respect hitting a different button than the run button. I think the shape of these levels is like, if I was playing this on the actual, you know, original PlayStation, could just upset that mid-round apparently. Yeah, if I was playing on the original PlayStation, then like it would be running a lot less smoother. There'd be this like clear sense that it can like barely handle more than the size was on screen. Lower frame rate too, and I feel like navigating these very, honestly, small cluster levels would feel a little bit better that way.
Back again, eh? And with plenty of treasure, I see. Would you like me to open the bridge? I won't even increase the price. Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again when you have even more gems.
Why are you patting your stomach? Are you eating them?
To get a good look around, press the action button. Try using action to look around this cave.
There's so much to it. Not much of a threat, but like, you know, I have to stop and think for a second. Not just literally charge into everything else.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this Talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude. This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar.
Appreciate a little control here. Again, like...
Oh no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Something about this guy's face is
Spyro's
bugging
gonna
the heck
help
out
us
of me.
collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right
Everybody
now.
else has a very, very,
Ripto and his
like,
monsters have taken over the castle
knockoff
here in the Summer
Disney
Forest.
look to them.
You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the
And
dragon
he's like, I
just
don't know.
torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you?
Probably
with
looks better with a lower, much lower
talismans?
polygon count.
If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll
Because it's
tell
more of
you about
a,
them
like,
later.
psychonaut sort of look on him.
I'll collect a few
Like, weird,
talismans,
exaggerated
give
shapes
Ripto
of the
the old
face.
hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Cover your
Spyro,
shame.
This is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds
Yeah,
around
Hubworld,
here.
got it.
Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around, is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter
Oh,
you
you're just gonna
hit,
say it like that,
the
huh?
more hit points you have.
Yeah, like, I don't know, the art is very distractingly modern. But I also, like, don't have the visual compare
Sorry,
it to.
Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
You appreciate the actual reaction you get there. And the consistency with which there is, like, just innocent wildlife to harass, frankly.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're
What's
pretty
with your
agile.
face, though, seriously?
Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press the jump button and hold it down to get more hang time.
You just pull the camera out just a little bit.
Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide.
I do appreciate too when this is like aimed as young as it is that like
jump to get the maximum glide.
no, we are going to explain these jumping mechanics to you a lot.
Nice job. Now try to do a hover. Press the jump button, then press jump again to glide. When you reach the end of your glide, press the action button to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
That's... Okay. That's like ergonomically awful, but sure. Do I have to hold this to glide or can I just tap it? That's much better.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover. Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for
like...
real. For now, here's an orb for your
yeah, should. We can do like, you know, decently challenging jumps in this little tutorial bit here, though. I guess one more proper level this one, then take out 3 real briefly, and then move on to something else. But... See, I can't just like jump to way later in the game. I'm not sure if this just starts out really, really damn simple, or if it remains that way throughout. I feel like the first game managed more actual, like, cute, charming character designs, and some of these are getting, like, just kind of that. Up there. Something about that face. I can't swim now, it's apparently an unlockable ability. Oh wait. I can't dive, but I can swim. We're being very like selective about that when I can't do that though.
Can break the locks if they can get to the doors.
Oh, that was actually for a key to that.
metal shields are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack. If you press and hold the charge button, you can defeat them with your charge attack.
Yeah, I've been using that. What was he named, Bob? There's like decent movement, which is also nice in like any platformer if you want to have people play it more than 5 seconds. The camera's a little bit weird again, but I understand it for the age of the game.
To aim the camera left or right, use the right stick.
I've played any game since, what, 1999 or so? Looks maybe puzzle shaped. It's very, very claustrophobic. Like, we don't have very much draw distance, so, you know, we're doing our best thing. It's very weird with newer graphics. I'm surprised I heard pick up. You just keep doing you.
Spyro, you're pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. But for the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
Oh, that was the level? Okay. Was there some little optional thing up here then? It's probably gonna be considered like right on top of the code. There's just kind of nothing here. It's a taste of that one. Oh. Finally, just because, you know, telling me to get these of them. You know, everybody just like passed out in a big field with a bunch of eggs lying around. Like, apparently they had a heck of a party. Like, that face is just something wrong with it. It might be okay in the original art, but like it is not here.
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
So we had the Disney game, then the DreamWorks game, and now the, like, Don Bluth game. Just character design-wise, it feels.
Where are the eggs?
The holes came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Realms. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
So why are the other dragons all bipedal?
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it!
I do appreciate this, like, here you are on a new level, just mash the run button and, Oh. Oh, okay. Not expecting breathing fire to be the actual correct option there, but sure. And how are we on swimming? Server's only you never know, it could be like the dash from Mega Man X, you have to earn it once and then it's just there. Future games.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back into that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find any eggs, our expertly trained armies would hunt you down and take them back. Do I make myself clear? If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry, and you won't like me when I'm angry.
Honestly, one of the less threatening Easter bunnies I've ever seen.
Oh my! Can you help us? Hordes of ferocious Rhinox have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
Why are you Greek? Is this the theme we're going for here? Possibly Roman?
Just let me catch my breath, and then I'll kick that other guy's butt.
Again, I appreciate like having initial enemies that like have no attack at all and just kind of cower when you throw things. I don't see too often. Or actively run from you.
This Rhinox is too big to charge. You'll have to flame him using the attack button.
I already figured that out in the last game. I could also let them go about their day in peace, but no. They're born with bows already attached to their heads. That's how you know that girl. It's relatively opened up. It's an actual skybox. Once again, like, the amount of gem collecting there is versus clear uses for them feels off.
We showed those two bullies. If they hadn't outnumbered me 2-1, I'd have finished them off ages ago.
What's with your eyes? It's distressing.
Hi, Spyro. Each time a fairy zaps you, like this, it means your progress has been saved. If you get into trouble, you'll return to the last place you got zapped.
Weird way of putting that. I am being, like, subtly encouraged to do a genocide here, so sure.
Thanks for the help, but I think I could have worn him down sooner or later.
Like, Frog's corpse just go bouncing off.
Thank you for rescuing our town. As mayor, I awarded you with one of our famous giant chicken eggs. I'm sorry. That was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
Once again, we have this design of, like, there's a level like that here is just a little extra level past it, which is fine, I guess. Oh no.
Hey, Spyro. I found this gladiator training arena that also makes for a pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills? I bet you can't catch all 15 lizards running around here. Just come back if you want some boarding tips from the master.
Is this just auto run? Oh no, we're in skater game land. Okay. It really was just a time, wasn't it? Like you had that Metal Gear Solid 2 skateboarding minigame. The actual like Tony Hawk games. And this apparently. Really just feels so very like friend chasey though. Okay, so we have like actual momentum concerns here then. Anyway. That surprising little extra bit of gameplay side, you know, decent enough for what they are. Don't feel like I super missed out at the time, but, you know, they're fine. I think I prefer the original hardware versions to this remake, but, or these remakes, I should say. So, what's next on the list? Time to go straight into the horror game, but let's try this first. Oh, well, no. Why? How does OBS's little update what you're streaming thing work? And that I can hit the thing, get the suggestion, click OK, have it not change, later change to something else, hit the suggestion, and then it goes to the thing that I was going for in the middle there. Like, how does that happen? And I may have to do this for this one. Game capture. These are frozen. So we'll try that again. Oh, here it goes. That, like, indie games are making the anime intro make a comeback. Been a thing in a few things over the last couple of years. Because that was like one of the more charming things of the, you know, like CD-based era. Anyway, this is Soldiers. Have a lot of like lovely crafted 8-bit art, pixel art, I should say. So we do hear me now. Another very throwbacky intro. Two in the same game. Directly. Okay, that big glowing effect is really classic with the sprite art. So what you're saying is rocks fall, everyone dies. Is it me, or is there a lot of, like, pretty masculine face boob armor going on with characters in this in general? Okay, let's see. I enjoy hitting things with a sword. Yeah, like, gorgeous artwork, and, like, it's weird how numb I've gotten after so many just, like, little indie Metroidvania types, like, just bend over backwards to do gorgeous backgrounds. It's weird that the tree's moving that much, though. Wait, is there an advanced text thing that I was seeing? It's not. Okay. I'm missing it. Good little tutorial location. Yeah, I was wondering if we were going to fall on taking stuff from Dark Souls. Nice doing that and got into that ladder. Very well, wait. Okay. Force has like big 1998 energy to it. Between the anime intro and these character designs. And this terrible looking loading icon. Very specifically, like, I don't know, Sega Saturn or possibly Sega CD sort of vibe to all this. He's a compliment, to be clear. There's like no tiny pants. Everything's so cute looking. Grabbable edges. see that. Okay. A lot of cute little flourishes in this. It's just like charming as hell. Music too is very like I almost want to say Wonderboy, but not quite. Or I guess I did fix it for counterattack. People have visual shorthand these holes getting sealed up, so it's like. Let me be clear to you, this is not infinite. Look at me again. fine. Can I swim? Very much no. Okay. Was marked on the map, but okay, now over. shows all the ledge grabbing. I shouldn't spend too much time on this because there's a lot of other like really good stuff like tonight. I'm enjoying this a lot. Okay. Gotta be due for a save point soon. Most nice to mark that chest to the This is a big area. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. This is a solid game. You know, I'm like harsh on this genre. There's so many of them, but really nice animation and everything. Yeah, it really comes up for me. Let's see, solidly put together little thing. Good stuff all around so far, quite honestly. That's a weird flicker. They don't have my actual monitor. So this is Spintires, which is the first game in not really a series, but kind of a series. Which, we're going to be seeing again before the end of the night. Ugh. I'm not reading any of that. Ah. Controls being slightly weird. There we go. Fix the camera. So. Okay, so yeah, the developer of this has done several games. They're conceptually similar. A big part of that conception is just that, like, driving in mud sucks. This is, like, again, the first one they've done. Yeah, very physicsy, very, you will get stuck in the mud like I'm doing here. The one game in the series that also starts with an S, so I will get into it later on, that I have played is SnowRunner. In between them is one called Mudrunner, and then they have one called Roadcraft, which is a bit of a different experience. But yeah, getting very stuck in mud holes is a big part of the thing, and if I can work out the controls, okay. Yeah, general vibe is just, you know, off-road trucking stuff. I know the later games have this whole, like, here, this whole area was, like, ravaged by natural disaster, so, you know, do these missions to help rebuild things. Also being much more advanced with the physics on this mud. Incidentally, probably, well, if I can get up here. Never mind, it's a bit too steep. Have any sort of, like, actual goal I could pursue at the moment. Yeah, okay. It's weird how just, like, old looking this is next to playing. Yeah, I'll mess around a bit, and then we'll have the contrast later on tonight. Camera's like slightly more behind me. Gas is a factor in all of these. This feels very like proof of concept, just like how each one goes. Someone has to figure out the which button is, because that's very important. This is something within, like, all of these, is just, like, you can just kind of find other trucks and, they will join your party, as it were. I hit something or other. Something. Yeah, there we go. These controls are just weird. Confirm that. just do this. Possibly. In theory, we should have something. Say you do. Exploring. Because, like, it plays just enough like a much later sequel. Feel familiar, but then the controls are a bit off. And also a bit, like, not waving using the controller. So one of these has to be the winch button. I'm assuming. Oh. What did I hit for that? It suddenly gave me the stick shift. Okay, that's what it can change. But yeah, so with all these variety of trucks unlocked at different stats and equipment on them, different utility missions and different handling. And then you proceed to try to not get them all stuck in the mud. Like, what is with this Resident Evil shoulder camera, though? Very, very sandboxy design too here. Oh. This is why I call it spin divers. Headlights. Okay. I'll get out of these rocks and get a chance that they're not my friends. This. Just gotta rock it back and forth a bit. There we go, see? playing this at this point just feels like a proof of concept for their later games. Mostly it's because, like, I don't know how to activate my winch. Which is... Oh, okay, that's... So holding the right stick gives you the actual, like, gear shift. Got it. Okay, you know what? Let's look at this. Oh. Can I check controls from here? Okay. Do. Do we not have a winch? That would be a thing. Anyway, yeah, this is a taste of this. You'll see a better take on this later on. First, there's something I've been like looking forward to since it came out, and I'm going to cross my fingers this actually runs on this computer. If not, it's because of a RAM issue. Specifically, the new RAM I put in partially falling out of the computer and need to be reseated. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm like super looking forward to playing this at some point. So this is Slitterhead. Before I start, some backstory here. Once upon a time, in like 1996, a game came out called Resident Evil. Everybody thought this is just the most awesome thing, especially when it got a sequel. And one of those people who thought this was the most awesome thing was someone at Konami who just went, you know what, we gotta get us one of these. Somebody make a Resident Evil. And so they turned to someone whose name I am blanking on and should really look up while I'm talking. Let me just do it on my phone real quick. Creatot. Keiichiro Toyama, who then proceeded to make the game Silent Hill. And Silent Hill is great. Everybody loves Silent Hill. But for whatever reason, sequels to that did not involve him. He went off to do other things. One of those other things was the game Siren. Siren is also just amazing, and everybody should play it. It is kind of a horror/stealth game with a big, huge cast of characters and this really neat ability to just like look through the eyes of the very zombies around you, just directly. Then that had a sequel. Then he made Gravity Rush, which is a very different game in tone. Just lots of like weird platforming and changing direction of gravity in a big, cool, floaty city. And then took some time off and then made this. So that's the pedigree that we're dealing with on this one. And you will see the influences of all of those in this if I play it long enough. And that's this is less of a horror game and more of a like character action thing, is my understanding. But you know, it's got a vibe. I guess didn't have to put up. Streams. I didn't realize it shows all the major characters from the intro. Like Alien. Also, it's just an inherently unpleasant sounding title. What a goblin looking dog. Okay, this runs buttery smooth for me. That's good. I was really worried it wasn't. Let's have a moment of dog appreciation. Need to eat more. Yeah, the game is set in China, specifically in off-brand Kowloon Wild City. Which was, like, just the coolest place that actually existed while it was a thing, as far as just, like, what a weird place to live. This weird maze of a city. I could follow that or just, you know, explore around. Peek in the sights. Yeah, like, all in this one city, very, very cramped. Just a good video game setting. So here's the main gimmick of this game. It's rude. Anyway. Could work out how these hands work and open that door or something, I suppose, but faster. I could smell it already, but I don't think. No, I was just saying the button's not working anymore. Yeah, I don't have to be in a body, just, you know. I would prefer to be at most times. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? You'll do it. And yeah, so you got kind of a life system, but you only lose one if you're in the body at the time it dies. So you can jump out at the last second and be fine. Come on, somebody. You there. Slightly better at this whole two legs thing. But yeah, there are games where you can possess things or people where it's like, you know, you do this once in a while. This is like a game where you are hammering this button the whole time you're playing it, basically.
Feel